Okay, good morning. So let me open notes. Okay, let's start. Mm, so we should go storage foundation. Let's see if it has the basic things. Yeah, it has sufficient thing. Will go with this. Okay, or if I could have one more PDF, that is your basic operation, that is not power system one. Just wait for a second. Okay, let me see if I put a proper hydro thing. Okay, in this we have thermal, nuclear, power circuit, that is thermodynamics, principle of power system, power triangle. Okay, no, okay, there's nothing in this part. Okay, fine. So everyone has joined. Okay, 27 are there. Okay, fine. We'll see this only. Okay. Yes. Semester 24, 23. No. Okay, fine. Let's start. We are losing the time. Okay, so we'll see now your we have seen your in generation your basic concepts. Okay, the energy scenario or in India, and okay, we have also seen your thermal plants. Okay, and we have also seen all basic terminology in that particular region. Okay, load curve and all types of loads and all. Okay, load segments is almost done. Okay, So in theory classes, we'll see your next, that is your hydropower. Okay, which is your hydropower. We'll see potential, and we'll go to your hydropower, that generating station or hydropower plant. We'll see each components of that. Okay, so, so this you could calculate, okay, the potential of, okay, this power is power or potential, whatever you say, okay, of a water. Okay, so this is represented in this form, that is your z, gravity, your density of water, this water flow, okay, or water flow rate or discharge rate, we call both. Okay, yeah, see over here, so it's flow or discharge rate. Okay, this is also been calculated with a massive uh, in hydrology segment. Okay, there is a chapter that is your named as your hydrology. Okay, so you could calculate this q with the help of that. Okay, and h is your height of your means dam. Okay, there is again two concepts. Okay, what will be your height? Okay, this h has a two concept. This is height of fall of water or head. Okay, so let's say this is your tail. Okay, this is your tail, and your turbine is being placed at this particular region, and this is your dam. Okay, this is your dam. Okay, this is your river. Okay, whatever is being flowed. So in this edge, okay, you in few of the numericals you will get two heights. Okay, one is your height of the dam, that would be this. Okay, this is your height of dam. Okay, and but you have to you have to see, or you have to measure the height of fall of water or head, means the height, the tip of the, means this is a discharge point of your dam. Okay, to the head means it will be your the particular region where it is striking. Okay, this particular region. Okay, this is your turbine. If let's say this is your turbine. Okay, so the height, that is this particular region, would be your head. Okay, this is your head. So while solving or while calculating few numericals based on this, so do not get confused about these two heights. In some of the paper you will get two heights, but you have to use your head. This is your head, what h is represented, not the height of this. The height is given as the height of the dam, that is from ground to tip of that, but this is not measured. Okay, so this could be calculated, your potential or your power of water could be calculated from this equation, that is your p equals to z, rho is your density. You know the density is your, we generally write 1000. Okay, 1000 as density of water, right? See over here it is written 1000. Yeah, right, this is your q, this is your 1000, this is your q, that is your discharge rate or water flow. We generally call discharge rate. Okay, flow of water we do not consider, but we, you will get both the terminology. Some of the paper generally you will get the discharge rate. Okay, this is your height, so this will be ultimate. Fine. Now this power means this p would be the power generated from your turbine, where this efficiency is being considered, where efficiency is the turbine generator assembly. Means it is your power. Okay, power available in water, and this p would be power generated from that potential. Okay, that potential, what your power of potential, what your water was having, and this is your electrical power, what it would be generating, means that power in water is being generating to your electricity. So it is being multiplied the efficiency. That efficiency account with turbine generator set. Okay. Okay, rain falling on our surface has potential energy relative to oceans. Yeah, these concepts are basics. So this energy is converted to shaft work when water falls through a vertical distance. Okay, this shaft work is used to drive turbine and generate electricity. Okay, this is a conceptual thing. How this water is being used to generate electricity. Okay, they are now different segments. Okay, these are been also considered in your micro, mini. Okay, in hydropower plants where the uh, size size and type of turbines and the height of dam are being considered. Okay, they have different reasons and different segments. We'll see all of these things. Okay, so how electricity is being converted in this the flow of water strikes the turbine blades rotate, and it is now coupled with your generator, and generator also rotate with the same uh, synchronous speed at what the turbine is moving, and the electricity is generated. This what it is being written. Okay, rain falling on the surface has a potential energy. It is what we were talking about, that is your potential. Okay, these are the hydrology part what I was telling. Okay, hydrology first requirement is q, that is your discharge rate. At what discharge rate it this water is flowing. Okay, we also uh, changes the discharge rate by passing or making canals. Okay, canals are made where low pressure and high pressure is being used, okay, to strike at this particular turbine. Okay. So in the figure will, if we I think so in this have I will, so will discuss on that. Okay, now the hydrology deals with occurrence and disturbance of water over and under surface. Okay, now there is a other factor as well. Okay, this surface water hydrology and groundwater hydrology both are different. Okay, means the speed and the discharge rate of groundwater is different because it passes through different conditions, and this surface water hydrology is different. Okay, like i- this is flowing through rocks. Okay, mountains, forest. Okay, so while calculating discharge rate, okay, so these effects, okay, they have different calculation present in this. Okay, for a different segment. uh, if I could remember, I could tell you. I will tell you about this discharges, how it's going. Or small basics on the equations. Okay, how Q is being calculated using which factors it is being calculated. I will tell you this part later on. Or I think so. I have some notes of my. No, I don't have presently. In my research work also, I am calculating. I am dealing with micro hydro plants. Okay, so in that we have to calculate the discharge rate for any particular unit, like uh, mm, based on the conditions or scenario nearby. Okay, uh, like if water is flowing through a forest area. Okay, so their discharge rate would be different, and to calculate this different regions, there is some factor which is being derived only for forest conditions, and if it is flowing with in open area. Okay, so all are different. We'll see. Okay, so these the water sort, catchment area or drainage area, length of the river, size, shape of area, and its effect. Okay, lakes and reservoirs. Okay, so we'll talk everything to in the figure as well. Let's go to directly to figure and we'll discuss that over there only. Objective are not required. Various terms related to hydrogen. No. Okay, before that, let's discuss this as it has came over in front of us. Okay, that is your site selection for hydropower plant. Okay, site selection for hydropower plants. The first, a basic quantity as it is required, like uh, unlikely to your mm, thermal power plants. Okay, this is your resource on which this plant is based on. Okay, and whereas in thermal it was coal on which it was relying, right? So in thermal it could be far away from your raw materials or resource. Okay, that is your coal. But in hydropower plants, okay, you can't be means you should be, a place should be decided based on the availability of water, and they have also considered the run of data for many years. Means uh, if I have considered a plant, okay, where run of data is varying, okay, is varying too much, it will be varying, but it is varying too much. Okay, so that is not suitable. Okay, because you have to, this is your peak. Okay, this is your peak, but at this particular region, or from this to this point, okay, there is a huge variations. Okay, now you have to fill this data, you have to fill this value. Okay, so while filling, what we will do is we'll create a reservoir. Okay, so we will have one reservoir over here. Okay, we have one reservoir over here. Now what it will do is it will be supplying the same thing. Okay, but if these values are very weak, okay, these values are very narrow or is very deep, then what will have at some particular of time, even the storage power, storage this storage water would also be reduced. And if the depth of this water is reduced, then the discharge rate of that water would also reduce simultaneously. Okay, more the height, more the potential, more the, okay, the discharge rate would be there. Okay, but if it will be reduced, so we have to choose a place where this data, run of data for many years will be there, so we could study and we could see the pattern of the water flow and existence at what particular time, and how much time this water is not there or water depth is being reduced. So based on that, it is being created. Okay, second is water storage. Okay, water storage is made for availability of water throughout the year. What I told, we could uh, uh, we could create a reservoir or any catchment areas or the other parameters. Okay, can it keep heats, it's never work properly. Just a hold a second. Okay, there is another point is your geological investigations. Okay, strong foundation, earthquake frequencies, that is, it is for same. Okay, as the investments are high in comparison of thermal. Okay, the initial uh, cost is very high in comparison of thermal. So this is what it should be looked on. Okay, it should have strong foundation, and earthquake frequency is very less. Okay, earthquake frequency is often the reservoir or the storage, whatever we are planning or what we are created, if that is going that is affected, so lot of effects could be there to that power plant and to the nearby area. Okay, now this another what I left is your head of water, the most economical head, possibilities of construction of a dam to get required head, right? Now sometimes, okay, for a mini or micro hydro plants, you could see you are not required to build reservoirs. Okay, okay, or huge dams. Okay, the runoff water, okay, the water is flowing. Okay, what we do is just we change the direction with the help of artificial channel, okay, which creates the pressure as well, okay, which strike the generator turbine assembly, or okay, or this set, okay, we change. Okay, this water is flowing from this. What we do is we change the direction, okay, from this particular region we divert few this water, and it gets strikes with a huge pressure, and this turbine rotates and electricity is generated. Okay. We do this concept as well for micro and mini. Okay, for huge dams we do not do that terminology. Okay, we usually uh, use, okay, we plan that which type of turbine is being used, what will be the height. So this particular uh, generation could be possible from this particular plant. Okay, we investigate in that. Okay, second is water pollution, excessive corrosion and damage to metallic constructions. Yeah, we have to look on this. Sedimentations, okay, capacity reduces due to gradual deposit of silt. Okay, uh, the erosion of your soil, okay, it's been deposited and it do fill that part. Social and environmental effects, access to site, okay, that for transportation of construction material. Yeah, this is also reason. Okay, in northeast major we will get more of hydropower plant, and we know about this as well. The transportation facilities are way risky in northeast area, that because that are hilly areas. Okay, the landslides and lot of other uh, natural phenomena occurs in that region. Okay, so it should be easily accessible to your site. Okay, for construction of that you could construct that. And multi-purpose, okay, power generation, irrigation, flood control, navigation, recreation, because initial cost of power plant is high because of civil engineering construction, right? This is the one reason. So it could, you have to design, or we have to choose a place would could serve multi-purpose. Okay. Let's see, let's go to the construction first. These are the times. Okay, earth and rock fill dams. This is arc dam. This shape is in the arc. Okay, arc gravity. This would be found in Jamshedpur. You will find this arc gravity. Okay, classification of hydropower plants. I don't know where they are. Okay, see, here is some power plants. Okay, yeah. So this is your reservoir. There is, yeah. This, no, few components are missing in this. Let's see if we have another one. Okay, I will discuss in this only. Okay, so this is your hydroelectric dam. Okay, lot of components are missing in this. I will draw and I will show you some of it. Okay, this is your reservoir. This is used to store uh, water, okay, in unavailability of water. Okay, the flow rate is less, and it also gives a potential to this particular region. Okay, because if we make more height of this dam, the more potential will be there. Okay, potential energy would be high to this water. Okay, this is your intake. These are your intake gates, okay, it allows okay, it filter out only water is being flowed from this, okay, or other components are being stuck to this particular region, okay. This is your penstock from where the water is flowed, okay, where we create a pressure across this, and this is your turbine generator sen, okay, it strikes this turbine rotates and generation happens in, or generator moves and generation happens in this manner, okay. This is your, we call this is your tail, okay, where after striking to this is being uh, okay, these tails are means all water is stored over here in tail, okay. So other components, like I will show you. Let me, okay, now so this is your dam, this is your reservoir, right? This we call as spillways, okay. This intake, this call as spillways. Your, this is your fourth, will I will name them, okay. Okay, this is your reservoir 2, this is your dam 3, okay. These, okay, these reservoir are extended, and over here this called as 1, that is your catchment areas, okay, where this water is stored. This is your reservoir, this is your dam, this is your spillways, okay, from where the water gets inside, okay. Surge tank, okay. Now the one of the important segment, okay, is this surge tank, okay. You will get frequent questions in everywhere about this, because the funks, the surge tanks are nearby, mm, nearby this location, okay. It is being nearby in this location, okay, or in this particular location, okay. Over here, if you see single line diagram of any hydropower plant, you will get a surge tank over here, okay, and they will get a valve, okay, at this particular segment, okay, where it controls the speed, okay. But this is your surge tank, okay. This what is does, okay, it acts as a excessive or backup reservoir, okay. So whenever the flow of water, okay, flow of water is I could say in another terminology, okay, if we talk about in another terminology, okay, if this is a segment, means whenever your load is being reduced, okay, when load is reduced, your generation should be reduced, okay. So what is does, it reduce the speed. Now it will take a shorter time, okay, it will take a time to control this valve, okay. There is a one valve which reduce the flow of, or the flow of water from this spillways, okay. It is being reduced, okay, this part is being weighted down, okay. So it reduce the flow of water. Now, so when it is being reduced, so what we'll do is this surge tank open up, and its storage, it stores the excess water, okay. It will take few minutes, or it will take small period, okay, to close this gate. So meanwhile this excess water, okay, whatever is being done is stored at this surge tank, okay. This is a one functionality of this. Now the another functionality is when there is a sudden rise in load, okay. So what he has to do, he has to generate more thing, okay, or you have to generate more, or you could tell in another manner that the flow of water is being reduced. Okay, so what it does, the stored water is reduced again to this penstock. Okay, so this surge tank act as a small reservoir or storage which stores water and release water in the demanding conditions. Okay, whenever there will be shortage, it will be releasing. When will be the excess, it will be storing this water. Okay, so this is the function of your surge tank. This is very important concept you will get every time. Okay, this if it is talked about solar sorry, this hydropower plant, you will get one. Yeah, after penstock. Yeah. So let me erase this. So these are not the part of this. Okay, powerhouse is not a part of this. Is being connected to it. Okay, you will never get in many of the other books and all. Okay, you will not get these things. This intake contains trash, racks, filter out. There is okay. This intake filters out the four-way or spillways. Okay, that enlarged body of water just above the intake tank. Okay, this context over here. It is one terminology being made. This context. Okay, it is a channel which led to led the water to the turbine, and this the another terminology will get some of the other way, that is your yeah. Mrityunjay has text me one other form. Okay, yeah, you could. Okay, this is also one kind of you will get different. Okay, this tail race. Okay, the tail race what I was talking about, this is your tail race. Okay, this particular segment is your tail race. Okay, this particular reason. Okay, I will send you the entire this. I think so it is not given. Okay, penstocks are closed conducts for supplying water under pressure from head pond to the turbines. Okay, both are same, that's why some of the uh, things you will not get. Okay, these are the penstocks. Forebay with penstock. This is your forebay. This is your penstocks. See over here, penstock. These are the channels. Okay. Surge tank. See over here, it is written a surge tank is a small reservoir in which the water level rises or falls to reduce the pressure swings, so they are not transmitted to the penstock. Okay. So what I told, in excess conditions, when excess water is there or when there is a shortage of water, okay, these surge tanks release or consume that. Okay. Mm, this is one picture of a surge tank. Draft tubes. The function of draft tube is to reduce the velocity of head loss of the water to allow the turbine to set above the tail race to facilitate inspection and maintenance. Okay. Yeah. Elbow type draft tube. Okay, these you will see, and when you visit any hydropower plant, you will get more of this. Okay, so now more of these are the tail race. Tail race is required to discharge the water leaving the turbine. That river part what I was telling, that is your tail race. Okay, this design should be such that water has a free exit. It will merge to that. Okay. Now we'll see the types of your, yeah, classification of hydro plants. Okay. According to water flow regulation, means based on the flow of water. Okay, one is your runoff river plants without pondage. Okay, runoff river plants with pondage, hydroelectric plants with storage reservoir. Okay, so these are the types. Now third second classification are based on the loads. Okay, base load plants, peak load plants, pump storage plant. Now this pump storage plant is, okay, whatever water is discharged, okay, in the tail race, what they do is they pump back the entire or this pump back this x is water after striking to this. Okay, whenever the water is released to river from tail race, okay, so those waters are pumped back to the reservoir. Okay, so these are the pump storage plants, which is function is that. Now according to your head, okay, this high head plants is more than 100 meters. Okay, medium head plant that is 30 to 100 meters, and low head plants from 30 meters. Okay, and more segments in low plants are your micro and mini would come. Okay, it will be lesser than 30 meters. Okay, this your head plants would be more than 30, and is also based on your, means which type of uh, turbines would be used. So in next class, what we'll do, we'll discuss about the turbines. Okay, so in this we have seen your classifications. Okay, your hydropower plant, this figure, and we have seen the components present in it, right? So we have seen those. We'll see, and the site selection we have also seen. Site selection we have also seen potential and power calculation of that. Okay, so next class what we'll do, we'll see about the turbines. Okay, what are the turbines, what types and where it is used, at which segment. Okay, and which type of plant these turbines are used. Okay, so we'll see those. Let's see if it has in this right now or not. Powerhouse, electric load, switch yard. Yeah, it is there. Hydraulic turbines are there. Okay,